Hi guys, my name is Afsina and I'm back with another vlog. Today I'm going to be talking about how to juggle a part-time job while studying at the university. So for me, I do have a part-time job and I do work at the university and I do study at the university as well. So I will be talking more about that later on in the vlog. So overall in the vlog I'm going to be talking about the benefits of having a job, how to get a job and how to balance your job while studying at the university as well. So the benefits of having a job is obviously you make money, you can earn an income, you'll be able to gain some new knowledge and experience about how a job is and how it works, and there are so many factors in a job that you may not have learned in school, or it'll just give you a bit more practice on, like, after you finish your education you'll be able to know how to work in the real world. Moreover, you can make new friends, you'll be able to gain some intellectual and social intelligence, you'll be more comfortable, you'll be more confident, and you'll know the fact that you've done this before and you've got experience, and you will be more greater at it when you get a degree and get your job. So how to balance your studies while going to a university or in some type of education is really hard, because that's what I struggled with in the beginning when I first started a job. But I learned the fact, when you go to an employer and you tell them when you're free, you make sure you tell them what days you are actually free. So for me, I only go to university 2 days a week and then the rest of the week I'm free. But I will say 3 because I want that one day for me to get my assignments done or essays or whatever I need to get done as well. But you need to think about the timing of jobs as well, because some jobs are a 9 to 5 job, or some jobs are evening or morning. It just depends on what you want to go for. And then after that you'll be able to do your studies, so then you'll be able to know when you will be able to go to university or do your work or do your essays, assignments, whatever you need to do. So as a graphic designer, and be it in a course of graphic design, it is time consuming a lot because you have to do physical and digital work. So for me, I had to maintain my work a lot. I needed to think about how I can do this. So when I hand my CV out and they tell me your availability, or even if you do it online, they will more or less ask you when are you free and what available times you have. So for me, I did say that 2 days I won't be able to work, but the rest of the weeks I can. And that's when your employer will know what day, so then at least they'll know in advance. So that is a really good thing. So for me, I do work around in the morning or afternoon, but it depends on my contract, because my contract is 8 hours, but you can, that's the minimum. So if you wanted to do, you can do more. So most jobs, they are lenient because you will do the hours that you've contracted for, but you can do more if you're free from uni. If you say, oh well, I'm not in on this day, like, do you want me to work, or I can do this shift, so you can swap shifts. You can do, more or less employers are lenient like that if you want to do a part-time job. So, and they will know in advance that you are in education, so they will know the fact that you won't be able to do specific days, so they will be so supportive of you. So you can create a balance, you can be organized. Just the way I organize myself is the fact that I do morning and afternoon quite a bit, so then in the evenings I will do my work. It's just the way I work. It just depends on how you want to work and how you think it's suitable for you. So before you apply, make sure you think about what days you want to go to work, how many hours you want to do. So that's a really good thing for you to focus on. Time management is key. How to find a part-time job. So there are so many ways you can find a part-time job on social media, online. There are job boards like Indeed and CV. If you literally just go on Google and write part-time jobs, there'll be so many links to where you can go to find part-time jobs. And it is hard in the northeast, but you just have to keep handing your CV in, and honestly, like, you will get a job. Because for the past 5 months I was going crazy with my CVs. I just kept handing it out online and physically inside the shop as well, and then I finally got a job. But for me, I had that support of going to the university and asking them in the end, and that was so much easier because they did help me with my CV, and they did help me understand how to talk, how to communicate professionally, and how to be professional at the same time at work. So then they'll know that I'm ready to work, that I'm not ready to mess about, kind of thing. You can find a job online, as I said. Some jobs, if they are looking for vacancies, they will put it on the shop window for you to go inside the shop and hand your CV in. Or you can go on websites. For example, in Sunderland, the Bridges is our town centre, and if you go online, it says jobs on the links, and then you just click on that, and then you'll see what jobs there are inside the town as well, and then they will tell you if you need to hand your CV in, or if you need to go online, email them. So there are so many ways you can find a job. You just need to look for them, you need to search for them, you need to do the hard work for them. Uni can help in so many ways. So there is student job fairs, there's events going on all the time. Student job fairs is where some companies come in, they've got vacancies, and that's where you can go to that event and you can just put your CV in and you can give it to them. And that is a good way for you to communicate with your employer. So that is such a good thing for the university to do, because sometimes it is, as I said before, it is hard to find a job in the Northeast, but the university has got backup and they will support you no matter what, and they will try their best to help you. And in the university, you can become a student ambassador like me. So with me, I am a student ambassador. It's a 0-hour contract. You can do as many hours you like or as little as you can do, whatever you want to do. But it is like a real life interview process. There are stages to the process as well, but it is such a good job. Like, I always tell my friends who go to the university, like, do student ambassador, because it is a really good job. You do it whenever you're free. So if they will email you assignments for you to do, like any jobs that are available, for example, a school will be coming, so you will need to help out or work at an open day or work at a class or go to schools, or even just help maintain a secondary school that come in and just talk to them and communicate with them, or tell them your experiences at the university, work for the summer school. And most people that have came to university did go to summer school, so you would see people with the orange hoodies or the orange tops that says student ambassador. So they are literally on a job. They do get paid for that. I do get paid for that. And that is a really good way to have a job as well, because you are maintaining your studies but you're still working at the same time, and it's not very far. Like with travel, I know for me, like, I don't like to travel much, so with me having a job at the university, I can literally just go to university, go to my job, whatever I need to do, and then do my work for my course. So that is such a good way as well. You don't have to do assignments. If you've got a really busy month with exam season, you don't need to do any jobs at student ambassador. You can do it after a month. So it is a really good job to do, because it's really lenient. You can do it whenever you're free to do it. If there was a job available on a Tuesday and I knew I had university on a Tuesday, I wouldn't do it. So I would not sign my name to say that I can do that job. But then if it's on a Wednesday and I'm free on a Wednesday, I will do it. So it is a really good thing to do, because you work with a lot of age ranges, whether it's parents, students, schools, primary schools. So it does give you a lot of experience, and it is really good for the CV, because when I've handed my CV and I did write student ambassador, so then they know the fact, oh, you know what, she does have experience, she does know what to do. So even if you don't have any experience at all, student ambassador is such a good job for you to do. Like, I highly recommend it. I recommend it to everyone that have joined the student ambassador this year, and they were like, Afsina, you know what, this is such a good job, and I'm so glad that you've told me about it. So yeah, so my experience at the university being a student ambassador is the fact that I've met so many nice friends. Like, whenever I walk past them, I'm like, oh, hey, you all right? Like, are you doing any student ambassador jobs? And also, like, my favorite thing that I worked at student ambassador was summer school, because it's just a fun job to do. Like, you're communicating with other people who are going to be joining university in September, and you just tell them your experience, you have fun with them, you be social with them, you help them out, you tell them where to go, and it's such a good feeling because you know at least you're helping them, and you know what, I'm representing the university, and they just kind of look up to you because they know that you're already in that experience. And another thing is, I love working with like primary schools because they are so funny to work with, and you just get in and be so comfortable with everyone because the employees, they are so supportive. They are so nice, so loving. Like, they're not that types of people that you're going to be shy in front of. Everyone is confident, even though you will not be confident at the beginning. Slowly you will, because at least you know you've got the university for backup and you've got them for support, and when you speak to them as a student ambassador, they will help you out no matter what. So when I'm doing a long assignment, they will always ask you, oh, do you need any help, or is there anything you want us to do, or do you want tea or coffee, like little things like that. It's such a good job to do, and I do highly recommend it. Like, I can't say this enough, but with me, if I lost, like, even though I'm a student ambassador, I do have another job, and if I did lose that other job, I know for a fine fact I've still got my student ambassador, and that is a 0-hour contract, which I can do whenever this job's available, and I know that I'm free, I will be able to do it. But yeah, hopefully you do join the student ambassador scheme. If you do want more information about it, just go on the Sunderland University website or go on the social media, University of Sunderland, Instagram, Twitter. There are so many ways to communicate with the University of Sunderland to see what you can do and how you can join. So yeah, that's it, and I hope that this video did help a lot of yous out there, and I hope yous do find a job in the future if yous aren't in one at the moment. But yeah, thank you, bye.